Okay, Module 50 is all about solid waste disposal, and these learning goals are really important. This is another section that, because all of us are impacted by solid waste disposal, we're all throwing away trash. We're all trying, well, maybe not all of us, but some of us try to recycle, some of us might compost, but we all have household trash that needs to be disposed of in various ways. And so this is a unit that I think is not just important for the AP test, but really is important for life beyond your education. So solid waste disposal has created pollution that's increased over, basically solid waste disposal is pollution. So anything that you're throwing away is technically considered land, water if it makes its way to the water, and air if it makes its way to the air, pollution. So make sure that you understand all of these learning goals. That was kind of the point of me saying how important I thought this unit was. So the learning goals that are kind of reinforced right there, those are important. Understand what municipal solid waste is, what it contains. That's really important. And then also, what do we do with this solid waste? So where does it come from? What's it made out of? And then how do we dispose of it? So whether it's incineration or landfills, make sure that you understand the difference and what those are what both of those entail. Make sure that you also understand what goes into landfill design, and that landfills are the primary destination for most of our MSW. So that's really important. And if I can turn this page here, I wanted to show you, there's a lovely picture of, or a diagram of what modern sanitary landfill looks like. So make sure that you understand that. Okay, moving along, understand the pros and cons of landfills. That's really important. And then what are the environmental, and really, I think they discuss the economic impacts of landfills. But again, this is an environmental issue that you should always know what are the environmental and what are the economic impacts. And then after they talk about landfills, they're going to move into incineration. So make sure that you understand that, and also what the impacts are in terms of economics. If it's discussed, I don't remember. I'd have to go back and reread it. It's been a couple of months since I've read this unit. But then also understanding those environmental concerns. Okay, and then there's a specific type of waste, which is called hazardous waste, which you all, I'm sure, have heard of hazardous waste. Knowing what it is and how it's disposed of is another thing that's important, and understanding that we really do highly regulate the oversight of, and we have a lot of regulations and a lot of oversight when it is concerning hazardous waste. So make sure you know that. All right, and then last for this, I think this is last for this unit. Yes, it is. Make sure that you understand what the CER/CLA, which is the U.S. Resource Conservation, I'm sorry, no, it's not. It's the Superfund Act. I forget what it stands for, CER/CLA. It's in here somewhere. So make sure that you know that. Oh, that's right. You don't have to know what it stands for. You need to know when you see CERCLA, because they'll always show you both. You need to know what CERCLA is. CERCLA is what is the Superfund Act, and then understanding what the Resource Conservation and Recovery Act is. These are two pieces of legislation that AP expects you to know. And then part of going along with Superfund are these places called brownfields. You should understand, that'll be on this next page, page 596. Make sure you understand what that is. Okay, that's it for unit or module 50. I'll return next time with module 51, which is waste reduction methods. See you guys soon.